In today's video, we'll be sharing with you the world's largest landowners in the world. So, get ready to be shocked at just how much land some of these people own. But before we begin, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. You don't want to miss out on any of our videos. Now, let's begin, shall we? 1. Gina Rinehart. Gina owns 12 million hectares of land in Australia, making her the largest individual landowner in the world. She was born in Hancock, Australia in 1954. She chairs a mineral exploration and extraction company, which she inherited from her father when he died in 1992. Forbes estimates her net worth in 2019 at $14.8 billion, as listed in Australia's 50 richest people. Gina Rinehart owns extensive tracts of land across the country of Australia. In recent years, she increased her holdings significantly by acquiring high-profile cattle stations. The cattle stations cover huge pieces of land, ideal for cattle rearing. In the year 2016, she owned more than 1.5% of the total land in Australia, which is a huge stake to be owned by one person. The land is mainly agricultural and covers a number of states in Australia, including the Northern Territory. 2. Joe Lewis. He is a British tycoon and businessman who's a major shareholder of the Australian Agricultural Company in the Northern Territory and Queensland areas of Australia that runs and operates 7 million hectares of land. He was born in 1937 and he lives in New Province in the Bahamas. He has a net worth of £4.3 billion. He was born in a Jewish family and supported the family business in his early days, which he eventually expanded and later sold and made his fortune. His company, Tavistock Group, owns over 200 companies and operates in 15 countries. He has properties in Orlando, USA, and Argentina, among others. 3. Zhongding Dairy Farming and Sevemi Burr shareholders. The farm, known as the Nunjianjiang City Mega Farm, is the world's largest farm and is jointly owned by China's Zhongding Dairy and Russia's Severny Burr. The farm covers 9.1 million hectares and is almost the size of Portugal. The farm has a total population of about 100,000 cows, which are capable of producing 800,000 liters of milk. 4. North Australian Pastoral Company. This company owns 6.1 million hectares of land. It is one of the largest cattle companies in Australia. The expansive land covers Queensland and parts of the Northern Territory, as well as parts of Alexandria. 5. The McLaughlin family. The Australian family business was started in 1888 by H.E. McLaughlin. The enterprise is wholly owned by the family of the founder, and they have to their disposal 4.9 million hectares. They utilize the land in keeping the sheep, which are used for the production of wool. This company is one of the largest suppliers of wool in Australia and its environs. Wool is a key material in the manufacture of clothing of various types, in addition to other products. 6. King Salman of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, which has a GDP of $618 billion is one of the richest Arab countries that produces huge amounts of oil. King Salman of Saudi Arabia, who is a real monarch, has total control of more than 830,000 miles of vast oil deposits in this Arab kingdom. The oil mined in these lands is not only used locally, but exported to many countries in the world, considering that Saudi Arabia is one of the major oil-producing countries. Part of the land is also being used for agriculture, where the king has established many sectors of agriculture through the Sustainable Rural Agriculture Development Program, which is focused on small-scale production. 7. King Mohammed VI of Morocco. Morocco for decades has been a key trading point between Africa and Europe. The country, through trade, has managed to retain a healthy economy for centuries. This monarchy dates back to 1036, and multiple generations have sat on the throne since then. The king owns the shares in a company named Les Domaines, whose annual production is approximately 170,000 tons. This brings an earning or income of $175 million. Mohammed's net worth is estimated at $2 billion. Aside from the massive land, he also owns several companies. 8. King Maha Vajiralongkorn of Thailand. Thailand as a whole sits on 128 million acres of land which the king rules over. In his own capacity, he has taken all properties which had been owned by the royal family. These properties include large tracts of land mainly in Bangkok. The king is passionate about growing the agriculture sector, which he feels will impact positively on the Thai economy. King Maha owns about 6,560 hectares of land, some of which is in real estate, and the rest is agricultural land. 9. Ted Turner. He is a well-known entrepreneur who has founded several companies including the Turner Broadcasting System. His company is the one that started CNN and several other broadcasting companies before he sold it. Just like most wealthy people, he owns a lot of land. Turner is one of the largest landowners in the USA, and other countries too. He owns a total of 2 million acres. In Argentina, he owns about 11,000 acres. His land is so large that a portion of it is used publicly as hunting grounds. 10. James, Arthur, and John Irving. The three brothers were born and raised in Canada and own approximately 3.6 million acres of land held in Maine, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, make the Irvings the largest landowners in those states and provinces. As heirs to the J.D. Irving Group of companies' fortune, the three Canadian brothers also inherited thousands of square miles of forest land that the company uses as paper and pulp materials in one part of their diversified business portfolio. 11. King Mswati of Swaziland. Swaziland is one of the most beautiful places on Earth, tucked in the southern part of Africa. The country is still led through a monarchy system, where the kings and queens are passed on through families and generations. King Mswati III came into power in 1986 at the age of only 18. As the king, he gets to own the whole country as the sole landowner. See, the country doesn't issue title deeds to its residents, so everything is owned by the government. King Mswati III runs the government. The state is about 1 million acres in size. 12. Emir of Kuwait. He is one more person who owns almost a whole country. Emir owns about 4 million of the total 7 million acres that make up the whole country of Kuwait. Did he buy all this? The answer is no. Apparently, just like in Swaziland, land and property is inherited from generation to generation. He's the inheritor to the throne, and with that position comes a ton of benefits, including land. The rest of the land that he doesn't own is owned by the US military, and it serves as the largest American base in the area. What would you do with 4 million acres to your name? 13. King Letsi of Lesotho. Okay, now I see a trend here. Most of these people are either kings or inheritors to a throne. King Letsi is not only one of the largest landowners in the world, but also one of the richest. He owns more than 11,000 square miles of land and all the diamond mines in his country. King Letsi inherited the throne and the legal title over the country's land after his father passed away. 4. King Jigme Khesar Namgyel Wangchuk of Bhutan. What? Apart from having one of the longest and most complicated names, he also owns massive acreage of land. This king, like the rest, owns the whole kingdom. In total, he has 15,000 lush and unique lands in the Kingdom of Bhutan. In case you're wondering, Bhutan is in the continent of Asia. He's owned this property since 2008, when he got into power. 15. King Abdullah II of Georgia. This king inherited his seat a decade ago, and with access to the throne came 35,000 square miles. This Hashemite kingdom is one of the few partners of the World Trade Organization and the Arab League. His father, who was a popular king and was also an extra on Star Trek: The Next Generation, established the kingdom to be one of the most loyal allies of the US. 16. King Gyanendra of Nepal. We've seen a lot of kings who own massive hectares of land, but none is like King Gyanendra. Along with owning 50,000 miles of the land that makes up Nepal, he also owns the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. Now I bet you didn't know that. 17. Sultan Qaboos of Oman. Qaboos owns the whole of Oman, which includes all the ports on the coast of Sur, one of the main trade centers in the whole region. He's the ruler of the country and the military head. But the great part about his leadership is he's fairly westernized compared to the neighboring countries, allowing women to hold positions in his cabinet. 18. King Bhumibol of Thailand. Of all the kings on this list, he has to own the most property. King Bhumibol owns the whole of Thailand, which is about 120 million acres. He's been in power since 1950, when his country was known as Siam. He's been the longest-serving monarch in the whole of Asia. He's so popular in Thailand that a rumor about the decline in his health led to a serious shock in the state's financial markets back in 2009. 19. Pope Benedict. The 110 acres of the Holy City, which includes the Vatican City, is just but a small part of what is owned by the Catholic Church. In total, the church owns about 200 million acres across the world. This property has been acquired over the past 2 centuries. 20. Queen Elizabeth II. Now for the largest landowner in the entire world. The current English Queen, by right of her throne, owns almost 7 billion acres of land in Canada, Australia, Northern Ireland, Great Britain, and Africa, not forgetting the Falkland Islands. The Queen, who's currently the third longest-serving monarch, retains the title over all the British Commonwealth. She's the largest landowner, and the only person who comes close to her is King Abdullah, with a mere 546 million acres, which is only 12% of what Her Majesty owns. Well, there you have it, guys. Let us know your thoughts with a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. With that said, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.